Hey guys, what is going on? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. It's Monday. Hoping everybody is having a good start to the week. Thanks for dropping by the channel as usual, checking out all the content, all those cool little indie games that I play, and my opinion pieces that I do put out. And today's video is going to be an opinion piece about something that I literally just found out about the other day, and I wanted to make a video about it because it's a really weird situation, and I'm trying to understand it that to the best I can, right? So I have up on here, you guys can see the image. We're talking about Sniper Ghost Warrior 3, right? A game that comes out in April, beginning of April. But there's been some shenanigans about the pre-order of this game. So as you can see, if you pre-order the game on the PlayStation 4 or the PC, you get the game plus the season pass. Whereas if you order it on the Xbox One, you get the game plus bonus content, not including the season pass. And it's kind of funny, like the Sniper, you see the PlayStation version is called the Season Pass Edition, whereas the Xbox version is called the Limited Edition. So, okay, what is going on here? Like, the idea, look, season passes are a staple of the industry, right? We all know they are. That's how a lot of companies, they put out these season passes so they stop you from trading in, the game to GameStop and things like that. The idea of pre-ordering a game and getting a season pass is a novel idea, right? But the way they're doing about it here is just wrong. It's totally wrong to just exclude one fan base of a console over the others. And look, some people will say, well, hey Rand, Microsoft did those deals where Call of Duty was 30 days exclusive. It's like, yeah, it was 30 days. Everybody still got to play the same content. And look, I hate timed, this bullshit timed DLC type stuff. I don't like that. I want everybody to play the same content at the same time. I understand why Sony and Microsoft make these deals with Call of Duty and games like that, because they help sell on their platform. They obviously have data to back it up that says it is worthwhile. That's why everybody's always wondering who's got the marketing deals for this, Destiny and Red Dead Redemption 2, because it helps sell those games. But this right here, this is scummy. This is completely scummy. So let's look at this. So if you pre-order it on the PlayStation 4 and the PC, you get two major single-player expansions, the Escape of Lydia and the Sabotage. You get 2 multiplayer maps, you get an all-terrain vehicle, you get the Sniper Rifle McAllen Tech 33-8A, and a compound bow. But if you order it on the PlayStation, or on the Xbox One, you just get the full game. Oh, congratulations, you get the full game for pre-ordering the game. You get additional single-player campaign, the Escape of Lydia, you get the compound bow, and you get the all-terrain vehicle. So if you look, PlayStation and PC get an extra mission. They get 2 extra multiplayer maps. They get a sniper rifle, Macmillan, and everything else basically is the same, except the problem exists where I'm paying as much money as a PlayStation user, and yet they're getting more content than me. And I even had that problem in Destiny, and you guys know I didn't like Destiny that much. The fact that for the same price, for the same money, I'm paying the same amount of money as a PlayStation person. They got more content for a year, for 6 months. I hate this practice in this industry, and I know it works because they constantly do it. But this might be the weirdest one. Why are they doing this? Are they intentionally sabotaging the Xbox One version to push more sales to the PlayStation and PC version? Like, if you had a choice here of which version to get, why would you get the Xbox One version? You get less for your money, so of course you would get the other two. But then you're just burning the Xbox One audience. There's a lot of people that play on Xbox. Sniper Ghost Warrior 2 was on the 360. I did play that game. I mean, it's an alright game, but it's not a game that can get away with this. I'll just say that. So what are they doing? Do they not like Xbox? I know some of the developers, or at least a developer of this company, has called the Xbox the X-Bone, a term that a lot of Xbox people in the community feel is a derogatory or at least a negative term against the Xbox. I'm I don't really, I mean, I don't see how, I'm not of the opinion that it's a derogatory term because it's an inanimate object, but I think the term X-Bone has negative connotations to it that I don't necessarily agree with. So there is that. So is it simple that the dev doesn't like Xbox and doesn't like Microsoft, so they're trying to shaft the user base? Is it Sony has a deal with Sniper Ghost Warrior 3? Is that a possibility? From everything we've seen so far and everything I've looked at, I don't think it's a deal. Sony hasn't really said anything. This seems like a deliberate move by the developers of the game. I believe they're CI. I'm not even sure. I think they're Polish developers. I'm not even sure what their name is. And maybe what they're trying to do is they're trying to drum up interest in their mediocre shooter. Because that's exactly what Sniper Ghost Warrior 2 was. It was a mediocre shooter on the 360, and I'm assuming it was on the PlayStation 3 as well. It's one of those you play it and you forget all about it. Maybe all this hoopla is to get Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 in the news so people can talk about it, can bitch about it, make videos about it, just like I'm doing right now. But I wanted to bring this attention to any, Xbox fans out there or PlayStation fans who find this practice to be distasteful. When I purchase something, I want to get the same thing. Like, I'm an Xbox guy. You guys all know that, right? I feel slighted in this case. I feel that I'm getting less for my money than my fellow PlayStation brethren, that they get more for their money. They're basically developers saying that, hey Rand, your money isn't as good as this PlayStation people's money. And that's just wrong in my opinion. I'm not going to say I'm going to boycott Sniper Ghost Warrior 3, because I don't know, boycotts aren't my thing. I'm definitely probably not going to buy the game anymore because I was interested in the game. It boggles my mind. Why would a company do this? Why would they want to self-sabotage sales on one platform versus another? It boggles my mind, guys. It really does. I have no clue why they're doing this. If it's just a Sony deal, then come out and say it's a Sony deal, then at least that's understandable from that fact. But they're just basically saying, screw Xbox fans, screw the money that they're going to give us, we don't care. And I think that's bullshit. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing for more content, and I will see you tomorrow. Later.